Good morning, it's August 24th and you're in my front garden. Let's see what's going on. The Gladiolus are pretty much done and I think that this indicates that I had thrips. The Gladiolus here in the front just, especially as the summer goes on, just don't seem to enjoy it up here quite as much. But we did get some really beautiful yellow and orange and white ones. Here the lantana, along with a couple of little dwarf morning glories from proven winners. These did really nicely. You can even see that the basil that I popped down here, along with some parsley, is also doing quite well. Dianthus, I'm really liking them, and I think I will try more next year in kind of a different format. Those ones are little short bedding ones. These are the Supertunia lattes. Doing really well. I very much like their growth habit, and this is, I have not actually had to like, they haven't gotten leggy, they have not done, they haven't done runners, they've just been solid. And here these have not been, I haven't had to cut these back either. They're in a, what size pot is this? Probably a 16-inch pot. And they're just behaving really nicely and beautifully. The lines in them are kind of brownish, but it's almost like a purpley brown. Just really nice. And they've as you can see, they've kept bushy, even when I water it straight from the center. And they've responded well to Captain Jack's dead bug in keeping the budworms away. Go. This Cosmo is up here. It's also doing well. Not really doing, not doing anything from a budding perspective. I'd say it's still maybe about 18 inches tall. I had to whack off the top of it a bit because it had gone, when I transplanted it from the backyard to the front yard, it went a little nuts and wilted terribly. Here we have some Celosia with some Gladiolus bulbs in here. Like, truly, I thought the Glads were gone, and they've just been continuing to come up and flop over at the same time. So we'll see. I don't know if we'll actually get any budding off of them this year, but the ones here in the pot have done a little bit better than some of them here in the ground. So the front grass, you can see that it has filled in really nicely. I would say it's about 90% done, and about 5% of that is me pulling out some of the older grass that we had left in around the edges, because it had been the only grass in the yard from last year to the first part of this year, because the whole bed of grass had died. So this here is, like, that would have filled in, but what it fills in with was the older grass that does the sprawl and is, like one center grass that then sprawls out for a foot on each side. And what I'm looking for are these new little shoots, which are kind of this, more bushy, kind of, I guess you can call it like Kentucky bluegrass style. And then here's me yanking out some of those really big, tough, I don't know, rye, whatever they are, and hopefully we'll let some of the nice grass grow in their place, since I've taken all this time to grow nice grass. Let's see what's happening underneath this little mat, because what I did discover was that it does just get so dry here, and then the pressure from the animals too. There we go, we've got grass under there. I'll tell you what, if you've got to cover your grass seeds with this material, it really does work. But yeah, I've got grass. Awesome. All right, there's another little dianthus. We've got a sunflower growing. I'm really enjoying these branching ones, because that means I can cut off one little tiny one and still have a plant out here growing. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day. This is my nephew Kyle. I love you, hon.